30 is a strange age. You look at your bank account and it reflects a decade of work that feels invisible. You hear stories about the 22-year-old founder, the person who bought the right stock, or the inheritance that changed everything. You possess none of those advantages. You have rent, student loans, or a job that pays the bills but offers little margin for error. 30 feels like the deadline you missed, but the truth is much colder and much simpler. You open a retirement account today. It takes 10 minutes. You commit to $450 a month. That amount stings, but it does not wreck your life. You pick a broad market index fund. You set the transfer to happen automatically. The decision happens once. You never have to make it again. 6 months pass. You have put in $2,700. The account reads $2,757. The gain is $57. That is less than a night out with friends. You feel nothing because there is nothing to feel yet. You might feel the urge to quit. A car repair or a slow month at work makes the $450 feel heavy. You keep going. You don't pause. Because the problem was never the $450. The problem was your reaction to it. 1 year passes. You have put in $5,400. The balance reads $5,655. You are $255 ahead. You have lived an entire year without that money. Your life did not collapse. You proved to yourself that the spending you thought was essential was actually just habit. Year 2 and 3 arrive. Contributions reach $16,200. The balance hits $18,802. The gap between what you put in and what you hold starts to grow every quarter. You check the account with curiosity, not fear. 33 does not feel late anymore. You have 3 years of evidence that consistency creates something real. You are measuring progress against the version of you that almost did not start. Then the market tests you. A downturn arrives. Stocks fall 20%. The news talks about turmoil. Your account, which was climbing, drops by several $1,000s in days. You feel dread. But you do not sell. You do not stop the transfer. The $450 goes in on schedule. Because prices are lower, your money buys more shares. You are not being brave. You are being consistent. 9 months later, the market recovers. You did not do anything clever. You simply did not panic. 5 years in, you are 35. You have contributed $27,000. The balance reads $34,847. It is not life-changing money, but it is real. It is growing faster than you are feeding it. You start cooking more. You delay upgrades, not because of deprivation, but because the $450 is a fixed part of your life. There is a distance between you and friends who live differently. It can feel isolating. You do not talk about it. Describing consistency as lonely sounds ungrateful when it is the thing protecting your future. The decade mark. You are 40. 10 years of $450 a month. You have contributed $54,000. The account reads $92,180. The math feels like a second income that requires no hours from you. 30 was when you began. At 40, you do not feel fully secure, but you have confidence in the process. 15 years in, you are 45. $81,000 contributed. The balance sits near $186,512. 20 years in, you are 50. Contributions total $108,000 against a balance of roughly $341,716. This is where compounding becomes visible. In year 1, the market added $57. By year 20, it adds tens of thousands of dollars annually. The account is the engine now. Your monthly deposit is a smaller piece of a much larger machine. 25 years in. You are 55. $135,000 contributed. The balance stands near $597,750. You are $462,750 ahead. This changes conversations at the dinner table. It is not the million yet, but the uncertainty is gone. The math takes care of itself from here. Crossing the million. You are 59. 29 years of $450 a month have gone by. You have contributed $156,600. The account reads $915,681. A few months later, at age 60, you check the account. The balance reads $1,017,220. You contributed $162,000 across 3 decades. The rest, $855,220, was built by time. You are a millionaire. No lucky trade, no inheritance, just a transfer that happened 360 times. Beyond the million. You do not stop at 60. You are 65 now. Total contributions reach $189,000. The balance stands near $1,780,487. This is retirement age. You arrive here funded not by high salary, but by a simple monthly habit. What does it mean? The dollar figure is real, but it is not the answer to the original question. The question was whether an ordinary person starting at 30 could become a millionaire. The answer is yes, provided that person is willing to trade a fixed monthly amount for decades of patience. At 45, you need a larger contribution or a longer life to reach the same destination. 30 leaves enough runway, but that runway shrinks every year you wait. The amount matters less than the decision to begin now. Time given to the market is worth more than any amount added later. People who ask if it is possible to become a millionaire at 30 are usually asking if they missed their chance. They have not. But the version of this story that ends at $1.7 million exists only because the decision was made and kept. The market never announces a good time to start. It rewards those who start anyway. Somewhere right now, you are 35, 40, or 50 doing the math. The math is less generous than at 30. That is true. Sit with it honestly. But the math at every age is better than waiting one more year. The best time to start was 30. The second best is today. $450 a month beginning today, and 35 years of not giving up. It is still enough. The only real question left is whether you are willing to be the person who does it.